McKinney-Vento Homeless Education Assistance Act is both a federal and a state law with goals of removing barriers and assisting children and youth who are homeless. This training is to help bus drivers become more familiar with the law. The definition of homeless is that a student lacks a fixed, regular, or adequate nighttime residence. You may be envisioning someone that is living in a car or who doesn't have a roof over their head at night. These students certainly are homeless or McKinney-Vento eligible, but the definition is much broader than that, as you'll see shortly. The students that are sleeping in a tent or camper, staying at a motel, staying in a shelter, or sleeping in a place that is not deemed a normal place to sleep, like a 24-hour laundromat, are considered McKinney-Vento eligible and have some additional rights under the law. Other living situations that would also be considered McKinney-Vento eligible include a home that is inadequate. Examples are if a home has no running water or heat, or if the home is overcrowded. Students and families displaced by a disaster like a flood or tornado are also eligible. The students who tend to be the hardest to identify are those that are doubled up or are couch surfing. Families may be doubled up with a friend or relative for many reasons, including loss of a job or economic hardship, health problems, addiction, or mental health issues. Teens and even younger may leave their home for reasons including abuse, neglect, drug use and abuse, and other family problems. Students are eligible if they are living with a caregiver who is not their parent or guardian. Families may be embarrassed that they aren't living on their own and not share this information with school officials. Young people that leave may not want anyone to know, so they don't have to go back to the living situation that they left. Many people may not realize that they fit the definition of homeless based on the McKinney-Vento law. Since people may be hiding homelessness or are not aware of the law, we need to be diligent to identify. This is where you come in. You are in a unique position within the school district of often knowing a student's living situation before anyone else. Look and listen for clues. Listen for clues as kids chatter in the morning or after school. Look for clues such as a changing drop-off or pickup location. Are they wearing the same clothes day after day? It could mean that they've left their home very quickly and couldn't take much with them. These situations do not automatically mean that someone is McKinney-Vento eligible, but we do need to be looking for nonverbal as well as verbal clues to help identify. Offer support without judgment. Many of these students are in situations where they have no control and they are just doing the best they can. If you suspect that a student may be McKinney-Vento eligible, contact your district's homeless liaison, your transportation director, your principal, or whomever your district has determined that you should contact. If you're not sure, start with your homeless liaison. Every public school in the United States has a homeless liaison. We identify because we cannot serve children and youth if we don't know who they are. If students can get needed assistance, it may literally change their entire life for the better. As mentioned before, students who are McKinney-Vento eligible have some additional rights. The school must enroll immediately, even without all the correct paperwork. School fees, including activity and sports fees, must be waived. The students receive free lunch and breakfast. The students are automatically eligible for Title I services. The school liaison or other school personnel can assist the family in getting whatever paperwork is needed. In Illinois, birth certificates for the McKinney-Vento population are free. One of the goals of the McKinney-Vento law is to keep students in a stable school environment if possible. The student is allowed to attend their school of origin, which is the school the child was attending when he or she became homeless, or the student can attend school where they are now living. So for example, Jim attends school in Town A. There is a fire at his home and his family can't find housing in Town A, so they move to the next school district in Town B while their house is undergoing repairs. Even though the student now lives in the neighboring district, the student can still attend school in Town A. The family can choose to have Jim attend school in Town B if they so choose. In Illinois, the family determines what is best for their student. If the family decides for Jim to continue to attend school in Town A, the two schools must work together to provide transportation for Jim. Here are a few more notes about McKinney-Vento. Custody does not need to be awarded by the court for a student to enroll. Parents do not need to sign guardianship documents for the student to be enrolled. Once a student has been identified as McKinney-Vento eligible, they continue to be McKinney-Vento eligible for the rest of the school year. If you have any questions, please contact your local school liaison.